Good afternoon, it's Jeff Kurtz. Today we are going to take a look at a Cascade Manufacturing worm factory. The exclusive element of this is the worm ladder, which helps worms get from the lowest bin to the next bin as they mature and as they consume the food in the process. Here we're looking at three components of the bin. We have the bottom tray, we have the worm tower, which actually is pictured upside down, and we have the lid of the worm bin, which is going to keep varmints like gnats and flies from getting into your worm bin. One item that's included in the bin is shredded cardboard and paper. And of course you can shred your own. It does not have to be this fine. It can be in chunks. But cardboard and paper provide the carbon nutrient for your worm bin, and they add a lot of oxygen nutrient in terms of allowing oxygen to get into your worm bin. Here are the components. We have the bottom tray, the ladder, the lid. We have 4 trays which go with the bin, and we have the shredded paper which is supplied when you purchase the bin. And you'll see in the middle tray there's a little block of coir, C-O-I-R, which is shredded coconut husks. Another picture of the coir so you can see what that looks like. And when you put that in a bucket, here we're going to put it in a tray, you can see that as soon as it starts absorbing water, it's going to swell up and release all of the contents of the compacted coir. And this gives you a nice bedding to start with. This is not necessary on a day-to-day basis. You can bed your worms in any organic substance, from cardboard, shredded paper, dead leaves, whatever you have handy. And you'll see as it swells up, it just grows in content, kind of like a sponge would do if you bought a dry sponge and let it soak in water. So here you'll see the coir in the bin and the drainage system. Here you're going to see we're going to top it off with the shredded paper. And the shredded paper provides a little moisture barrier that you're going to soak with water. And here you can see me soaking it with a gallon of water. We're going to pour water on this. It provides a moisture barrier so the top is always moist, and a little bit of a physical barrier against things like flies and nuisance kind of critters. So the top of your bin is always going to look like this with shredded paper. Next, on top of the bin, we're going to see the worms that we're going to dump in. Yes, I'm sure I should have dumped the worms in before I put the paper in, but it's all going to the same place. So what I've dumped in here are worms from another bin. So it's a bunch of compost, a bunch of worm castings, and a bunch of worms. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to put the lid on it. And this lid provides for you the barrier to flies, gnats, mosquitoes, the little varmints that hang around moist areas. And yes, we've got a bunch of liquid out here. Today this liquid is of very little value. It's just whatever leached out of the coir. In the future, this will be called leachate, L-E-A-C-H-A-T-E, which is the liquid which drains from the compost and contains many nutrients which you can use in your garden area. You might want to look that up online separately because it has some good points, and if it goes sour, it has some bad points. So there's what the bin looks like. It's on the front porch. That's where it's going to sit for the next few months. I've lifted the paper up to the top level, and it's ready to be a worm factory. So good luck with your worm factory. Please look us up at compostcritter.com. Send photos and videos, and please ask questions if you run across things that you're uncertain about. Thank you, and have a great day.